Come tiptoe through the Black Tulips with me. 2017 edition. Hey, it's Brainmuffin back with a beer review, and from New Holland Brewing we have Black Tulip, Belgian style triple ale. Now when I got this yesterday I didn't realize that it was no longer production until we did a check-in on Untapped. And this is a 2017 variety. It was done on the 11th of March is when it was bottled. So if it had been cellared properly, it should have aged nicely. I think this one is 10%? No, 8.8%, so we'll see. If it did age nicely, I might get some more just to see if I can age it even more and try it in a year or two. Now, an 8.8, it's not going to last for 5 or 6 years, but I'm not sure why they canceled it. I don't know if people didn't like it. I've never had it. At least never checked it into Untapped. Man, now see, this might in part be why. We have what looks like bright tank bubbles, and these should be naturally carbonated. They should not be bright tank. Although there is a little bit of sediment in the bottom, so I could be wrong. It still might just be a little on the cool side. Oh, it's got that nice sugary, fruity aroma that you expect out of a triple. It has good coloring. It's got nice caramel, a little bubbles. It's got a tulip glass out, because I'm usually expecting a Belgian ale to have like that much head. It is it's a little cold. I didn't get it out as early as I wanted. I think it even says on here serve at 50 degrees. No, that must have been another Belgian I was looking at. So, most likely this will get posted after the 200th review, but I was looking at beers the other day, to see what I wanted to review at 200, and that's probably why I remember that. Man, this has got a nice, see the Belgians, they have fruitiness not from hops, but from the yeast, so you'll get banana and apricot, and sometimes a little bit darker fruits like persimmon and maybe cherry, depending on the malts that are with it. So this one has got nice light fruit flavors, but not citrusy. So, So this only has an Untapped average rating of 3.74. So maybe people didn't like it. Now part of the thing is, if you're not careful with these, people will say, oh, I get a taste like Band-Aid. Like, you know, the adhesive strip, you know, and I can see that. But man, I get hints. I always get like this bubblegum association with these beers for me. But that's very good, and it is too cold. It's not as good as my Belgian. I did a Belgian ale years ago, did a triple as well. I did one closer to 10%. But depending on which style you're wanting to do, and other things, you're going to use candied sugars on when you make it. It's just part of it, and it adds a different flavor profile. Some of these are out of beet sugar. I like the darker ones, so you have that with debittered malts. You get these nice dark fruity overtones. You get black cherry and currant, and let's say things like persimmon sometimes, or dried persimmon. So that is nice. The only thing that I can detract from it is this should have a nice foamy head on it. It was the right color. It's just not lasting. It's acting like it's bright tank oriented. It could be because it's so cold. I mean, it's not like ice cold. Okay, it is a little on the cool side for this style, but it's not like what you would have. What most people would think is still warm. It's probably about 45 degrees. But it should still have better head retention even in the cooler temperatures. But it has a nice flavor. It has the expected feels for it. There's hints of, I always want to say clove, but people are like, oh, it's not clove. But to me it is. Maybe someday I'll go through my spice rack and remember all my spices. But it is good, and this is a kind of beer that you're going to sit around and sip, especially, I mean, this size isn't so bad, but if you had a bigger bottle of this is something you're going to share. You're going to have cheese. I mean, you can eat with this, but you're going to eat a lighter fare. You can do salads, you can do vinegary salads, in fact, too. I would do more like a vegetable salad, medley type thing with it. Corn, and, you know, whatever. So to me, this is 4 1/4. It has 3 things that detract from it. 1 is this lack of head retention. 2 is the wrong time of bubbles, and 3, it doesn't have the smoothness that it should. But it's like it's around the flavor profile, but not quite there. So I don't know why they don't make this anymore. I don't know if this is like made every few years or something. It doesn't say anything on here. It just says this is no longer production, so I didn't know if people didn't like it. But to me, this is a pretty good triple. It's not going to be as good as some of the ones that you're going to like Duval and others you're going to get from Belgium. It's not quite that good, but it's not bad for an American version. Yeah, this would actually, I would like to see this aged in some kind of barrel, not a bourbon barrel. It's too bitter, but maybe maybe an oak, maybe a white wine barrel, something. Just out of curiosity's sake. So there you go. 4 1/4 is what you're going to get from me. What do you think of that? Have you tried this? Have you got any left in your area? Like I said, I might go try and get some more of this and sell her a little bit longer. It's already had a year on it, maybe 2 more at most. So maybe maybe I'll get 2 of them and have 1 in a year. So here we have on the back, elusive, mysterious, and alluring hints of banana lie within layers of fruity esters, which are balanced by slight spiciness and a dry sweetness. There's a dry sweetness. I didn't like that. Pairings: melon, berries, semi-hard cheese, and ginger. So there you go. Yep, like I said, you would eat cheese with this and sit around and talk to your friends. So there you go. It's on the label if you don't believe me. But that's what I picked out. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, I think it's in the wrong place. Oh well. Level 5. Oh, good. And I didn't change at all. Oh well. No longer in production? What? These things don't stay going, do they? Alright, time for the dogs to get wooder. Wow. 0411, this is a year old. Awesome. Should be a big enough beer to handle it. Let's get rocking.